Hi, welcome to Kabayala. This is Augusta. Today we're going to practice a beginner's yoga sequence, and if you have, it will be great to bring to the mat today a couple blankets and maybe a couple yoga blocks if you have, or books you can use also, and a belt or a yoga strap. Go get those things if you have. If not, you still can do the class, no worries. And let's meet back on the mat. Thank you. So let's start. We're going to come on our knees. So if you have any sensitivity on the knees or any knee issues, you can place a blanket under your knees or fold the mat. And come with your toes together and the knees are coming apart. We're going to sit on our heels for a moment and then slowly come into child's pose. So when we're in child's pose, we're still active. So we press down through the hands and we try to draw those shoulders away from the ears. And we push through the hands so we can bring the hip bones towards the heels. And if the head is not touching the ground, we can place a block under our forehead. And here we go inward, inhaling in through the nose and out through the mouth. Stretching the arms. And just focusing on us for a moment in what is on the mat. We don't care about anything else that it's outside of our mat. Because now is our time to observe ourselves. Observe our body, observe our mind, observe how we feel. Just a couple more breaths, inhaling in through the nose, nice and slowly, and then exhaling through the mouth. Last time, inhale and exhale. And then without moving the hips, we're going to walk the hands towards the right, keeping the hips aligned on top of our heels. We are still trying to sit on our heels. We're just stretching the left side of the torso. And we come back through the center and walk the hands towards the left. Just keeping the hips aligned. Don't start turning towards the left, the heels, just walking the hands and stretching the right side of the torso. And then we go back, and nice and slowly we are going to come into all fours, bringing the knees under the hips. And we're going to start working. So we're going to do the yogi push-ups. So there is two options. We can keep the legs on the ground and just bring the nose towards the ground, or we can lift one leg and then the other like we normally do. So we are spreading the fingers wide apart and see that the shoulders are on the socket. We are bringing the elbows back, so the elbows are pointing towards our knees. And then I'm going to demonstrate both options. We can just bend the arms and bring the elbows towards the legs and just bring the nose towards the ground and then come back up. So that is option one. Option two, we lift the right leg first and we go. So I'm going to keep my leg up. Let's do 5 of each side, nice and slowly. 1, and 2, and 3. You can use the breathing, maybe inhaling when you go down, 4, or exhaling, whatever works better. There is no rule about that. And last one, nose towards the ground, lifting the back leg, and back to all fours, are going to switch towards the other side if you lifted the leg. Now it's the left leg. If not, you keep going with both legs on the ground. And we go. 1. Bending those elbows back. Keeping the elbows inside the mat. So we're not taking those arms out of the mat. We stay inside. 3. Nice and slowly. Spreading through the fingers. So we're pressing down through the entire finger. And 5, last one. And we come back up. And for a moment we can come back into child's pose. Sit back, taking those knees wide apart, stretching the arms forward. Just for a couple breaths to rest for a moment. Good, and then slowly we come back to all fours. Stretching the spine with some cat-cows. We're going to press through the hands. Bring the tailbone in, crown of the head down. Cat. Exhale, cow, lifting the sit bone and the head. And cat, exaggerating those movements. Stretching the back, pushing the crown away. And cow, lifting the tailbone and the head, shoulder blades come together. Last one, cat. And last one, cow. And we meet back on tabletop. From here, we're going to step the feet back, coming into a plank first. Let's just activate the core by staying in a plank just for a little. See that you try to make a straight line between your heels and the crown of your head. That's what we're trying to do. Pressing down through the knuckles of the fingers. Last breath. And pushing through the hands, lift the sit bones up. Downward facing dog. Really nice and wide, downward facing dog. Stretching those arms, taking the shoulders away from the ears. Bring the chest towards the knees. Again, we're trying to flat our back. Lifting the kneecaps, so we're stretching the back of the legs, opening the back of the legs. Push a little more. Then lift the right leg up, three-legged dog. Just so we can stretch the left hamstrings a little more. And then lower the right leg. Left leg up. Reach down with the right heel. And lower the left leg. Then we bend the legs. And we walk the feet towards the hands. Forward fold. Let those arms just hang in the front. Just hanging in front of your legs. Lift the kneecaps. Start activating those legs more. Bring the weight of the body towards the center feet. And then maybe grabbing opposite elbow, bring the forearms under the crown of the head. Reach down more with the crown of the head. Try to get lower, maybe bringing the nose towards the knees. Abdomen is coming in. We still move the shoulders away from the ears. Switch the grabbing of the elbows. See where your legs are, see where your hips are. Hips gotta be above the ankles. Almost like we are feeling like we are falling forward. How much we gotta bring those hips above our feet. Now we're going to release the arms. Lift the kneecaps, keep stretching the back of the legs. We're going to bring the right hand and grab the left side of the left ankle. And then lift the left arm up. Gentle twist. Opening the chest, stretch the legs. If the ankle is not viable, we can always grab the calf muscle of the left leg, something. We can stretch the legs. And come back to center, forward fold, and then we switch. Left hand is grabbing the right side of the right leg, ankle or calf muscle, and we lift the right arm up. Keep the hips aligned, parallel with the shorter end of the mat. We're twisting a little bit, shoulders away from the ears, lift the kneecaps. And come back to center. From here we're going to engage the legs, thigh muscles strong, bringing the hands on the hips, bringing those elbows back. Engaging the legs, start stretching forward and up. Tadasana. Good. Going to grab our blocks. So when we do this exercise, we are going to do the triangle pose. We don't have to use the blocks. But I like using the blocks always because it helps us to focus more in what our hips are doing and allows us to stretch more. So we can even use a chair or maybe one block on top of another block. If we have two blocks, we could always put one block and then the other one on top. And then just move both blocks towards the other end of the mat when we're doing the other leg. So then you have more. The floor is coming closer to you and it's easier to focus in those hips and in those movements that we have more trouble without that prop, that help. Okay, we're going to bring the legs wide apart and we're going to use the bottom part of the mat to align our heels. So we're bringing the toes a little bit in. Good. And we're going to take the arms away from the body. See that your stand is not very narrow, so we have to step those feet wide apart. Good. Then we're going to take the left toes in by lifting the left toes and then moving them inward. Then we are lifting the right toes and taking the right leg all the way out. We should feel like our legs are actually separating from each other even more when we do this. Then we're going to press down with the left heel, so the left thigh, it's going back. It's moving back. Move that thigh back. Feel the weight of your heel. Then press down through the right big toe mound, and slowly we're going to start stretching towards the right. Stretch, stretch, stretch. And when you can no more, then you bring the hand on top of your block, which should be under your shoulder. So move the blocks to be under your shoulder. Just place them under your shoulder. You have to see that the block is not here too forward towards the right or too close to your hip. It needs to be under the shoulder. And then we're stretching the legs. So if we cannot stretch the legs, one way to fix that, it's maybe stepping the legs a little farther apart. Maybe we step the back leg farther, so then you're more able. And then we are taking this leg back, so then we reach up through the left fingertips. We are really opening the chest. You just stretch tiny bit the right leg more, but you're opening your chest really good. And we pull out with the left arm and we are up, back up. So all those little technicalities really help us to do this pose better. Feet parallel, and we're going to go the other side. So we lift the right toes and bring those right toes in, and then we lift the left toes and take those left toes towards the left, so the left leg is turned. Now the first thing we do is we keep pressing down through the right heel, so the right thigh muscle is strong and engaged. And that helps to take this leg back. It has to go against the wall. It doesn't want it. It wants to turn. We don't let it turn. The hips are aligned with the long edge of the mat. Then we start taking those arms, the left arm all the way to the left, and we reach towards the block. It's going to be under our shoulders. We're trying to draw in a straight line between our left hand and our right fingers. And the hand can be in the ankle or in a block. Anywhere where we can actually control what is happening with our legs and our hips. We can also use two blocks of the chair. Remember, we talked about that, so you can go higher here if you need. Good. Then opening through the chest, shoulders away from the ears. Nice. Extend those legs. Engage the quads. And we pull up with this right hand. And we bring the feet parallel. And we walk feet together. Tadasana. We're going to do the half moon. Now, to do the half moon, because it's a balance pose, I will say go against a wall. So you can use the wall, to hold yourself. This one is the half moon, this one. Yeah. So I want you to feel comfortable. If not, you can grab the chair. But I think if you're against the wall, just walk all the way against the wall, with the wall behind you. So then you just drag your body and align your body with the wall. So then you're okay. The way I'm doing it right now. It's like the wall is holding me. Okay? Choose the way you want to do it, and we're going to do it. So we're going to have our block. And we always come to this pose by first coming into the triangle pose. So we take the feet wide apart, and then we take the left toes in, lifting the left toes, turning the leg in. Then lifting the right toes, turning the right leg out. Good. Then we're going to extend through the sides of the waist, lift the chest, and we start reaching towards the right. We're coming into our triangle pose first. So you can just place your hands on the ground, on the block. Different options always in yoga. And then we're going to bend the right leg, walk the hand forward, then bring the left foot a little bit in, and come up into the moon pose. And we use the wall if we need. We can place the left hand on our waist. That also helps us. And we try to lift the left leg and be aligned. Any version that we can do, our best version, that will work, as long as you are safe. Good. There you are. And then we're going to bend the right leg and slowly walk the left leg. We come back graciously into our triangle, and then we pull up with the left arm and come up. Feet parallel. And now we lift the right toes, we bring them in, left leg goes all the way out. Engaging those quads, lift the chest. Inhale, exhale, start reaching towards the block, triangle pose. Lifting through the right fingertips, we're doing a nice triangle pose first. And then we're bending the left leg, walking the arm forward, and we just come up. Choose a version that works the best. Lifting the right leg, open the chest. Open the chest, bring the hip, one hip above the other one. And we're bending the left leg, coming back into our triangle pose. And then we pull up with the right arm, feet parallel, and step feet together. Tadasana. Okay, let's go one more time. One more time is always a good thing. So we take the feet wide apart. We're going into our triangle. So left toes in, right leg comes all the way out. Extending those arms aligned with the shoulders. See that you have a nice triangle stand right there. Then we start reaching towards the right, reach, and we come into our triangle pose. We gather our balance right here, our very nice triangle right here, not rushing it, and then we bend the right leg, move the right hand, and then you can, or just jump. I hope I don't lose electricity.
I said that to you.
Yes, and then we come up. Nice. And then we try it. We try to get it better and better every time we do it. So we work in our little alignment, see that we are extending the entire side of our torso, we're opening the hip, and then we're bending the right leg, and we come back into the triangle, and we pull up, and we go to the other side. Right toes lift, and we turn in, left leg comes all the way out. And engaging those legs, reaching towards the left, and we come into our triangle pose. Then we bend the left leg, and we can remember moving the arm away. Then we can bring the right leg in a little bit, or just jump directly to the half moon pose. Open the chest. Good. Inhaling and exhaling. See that you are opening those hips a little bit. Lifting through the right arm, shoulder blades together. And then bending the left leg. Coming back into the triangle. And pulling up with the right hand. Feet parallel, and step feet together. Tadasana. We're going to take the feet wide apart. See that your blocks are again aligned, because we're going to do the side angle pose. To use our blocks for this one too. Step those legs wide apart, go wide. Left toes in, right leg comes all the way out. Lift through the chest, inhale. Exhale, reach with the right hand, bending the right leg, and bring the right hand by the right ankle, placing the hand on the ground or on the block. And then we're sweeping the left arm in front of us and comes all the way overhead. Now we're bracing the leg, the right knee with the right arm. So the right knee, it's pushing into the right arm. So that helps us to bring the right buttocks under, lifting through the left fingertips and reaching up, and then we are pressing down with the outer heel. The left outer heel is pressing down. So now we feel those hips working, the glutes, opening the chest. Stay there a couple more breaths, and we come up. Feet parallel. Right toes in, left leg all the way out. Good. And we're going to inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, bringing the left hand towards the block or the ground by the left ankle. Then is when our right arm, it starts sweeping in front of us and goes all the way where the biceps is coming by our right ear. But we are lifting the chest. And make sure that your right leg is back a little more so you can actually bend the left leg. Nice, bend the leg. Perfect. Reach through the right fingertips. Reach, reach, reach. Bring the left buttocks under you. Push with the left knee into your left arm. Keep using those glutes. Last breath, good job. And pull out with the right hand. Feet parallel. And come into Tadasana. Feet together. Now let's grab our blocks and bring them towards the top of the mat. Place them parallel to each other, parallel to the longest edges of the mat. Pyramid pose. We're going to bring the right foot and place it between the blocks. And you can bring your hands on your hips and step the left foot back. For now, we are in the same triangle pose legs. So we are aligning our right heel with the left arc or right heel with the left heel. Either or those will be okay. Then we're going to revolve the torso towards the right leg. Good. Then we are lifting through the chest. Bring the arms, the elbows together behind us, and then slowly engaging the legs, start reaching forward, and then bring the hands on top of your blocks. Pyramid pose. We gotta try to stretch the right leg. So step the legs farther apart. Make a wider stand. Nice. We're bringing the right foot forward even more. Good. Then we're going to lift the back heel. So the left heel is lifting and we're pivoting the foot. So now all the toes are pointing towards the right. And then we lower the left heel. See, that helps us a little bit to turn the left toes in a little more. And then we're going to squeeze our spine with our shoulder blades. So we are bringing the shoulder blades together. Very nice pyramid pose. Taking the right hip back, the left hip forward, looking up, inhale. Exhale, opening the arms out towards the sides. Bring the nose towards the knee. Touch and go. And we are back into the pyramid. Then we're going to bring the hands on our hips. Engaging the legs, stretching forward and up. Feet parallel. And we can grab the blocks and bring them towards the left. Good. So the right toes now are coming in and the left leg opens all the way out. Then we revolve the torso nice and slowly, engaging those quads, always our strength there. Elbows come back, lift the chest, inhale, press down the right outer heel a lot. And exhale, extending forward and down. See if we can reach, place our hands on top of the blocks. We can always use a chair or something else if we are too far from the ground. And then we're going to lift the right heel, pivot the right foot. So all the toes are pointing the same direction. And then see if we can lower the right heel down. And the toes are going to move out again, but we try. That helps us to place the leg into the socket and turn it better. And then squeezing the spine, bring the chest down, trying to take our trunk to be parallel to the ground. Then look up, inhale. Exhale, open the arms towards the sides and bring the nose towards the knee. Touch and go. Doesn't need to touch, we try. That's the action. And then we are back in the tabletop. And then bring the hands into your hips. And extend forward and up. Feet parallel. And walk the feet together. Tadasana. Inhale, exhale. We're going to bring the arms up. Inhale, arms up. Interlace the fingers. And bring those arms all the way up. Reach up through the palms, shoulders descending. And let's go towards one side. Banana pose. Go towards the right a little bit. Stretch the left side of your torso. And back to center. And let's go to the other side. Go towards the left. Stretch your torso. The right side of your torso. And back to center. Lower your arms. Good. Now we're going to interlace our hands behind us. Now switching which finger was on top. So before you had the right, now will be the left. Switching the interlacing of the fingers. Now we're going to bring the hands behind us. Extend those legs. Bring the toes together, feet together. Engage those quads and bring the hands, the arms behind you. Stretching those shoulders, rolling the shoulders back. Lifting the chest. Just one more breath. Lift the chest, engage those legs, and slowly release. So now we're going to come into the goddess pose. So we're going to take the feet wide apart and about 3 feet or so. The hands can come into the hips and then we can take those toes out. Then we can slowly start bending the legs. Goddess pose. Now when we are here, we gotta make sure that our knees are pointing the same direction of the toes. We can bring the hands heart center or the goddess pose. Yeah, lifting those elbows, bending the legs. See if we can go a little lower. Lifting the chest. Nice. See that the knees are aligned with your feet. Very good. And slowly come back up. We're going to do it one more time. Keeping those arms up in the goddess position. Palms should be facing each other. Let's bring the palms so they're facing each other. Inhale. Exhale, bend the legs. Once again, observing where the knees are, if they are aligned with our feet. Lifting the chest. Good. And come back up. Lower your arms. And take those feet together. We're going to come into the Malasana pose. So grab your blocks if you normally sit on them. Have them handy. So we take the feet now about hip distance apart. And we take the feet out a little bit. So some people need the block to sit on it, some people no. So we always have those things around in case. We bring the hands heart center. And inhale. Exhale, slowly start bending the legs. And we are going to come down and keep going down and keep going down. So I don't want to sit in the block, but maybe I walk my legs a little, my feet a little farther from each other. So then I can come all the way in the position. So we try to keep those heels down. Sometimes it works better by walking the feet farther from each other. Sometimes that works. And we just push with the elbows opening the hips, lifting the chest. Very nice. Inhale and exhale. And we're going to pull through the hands and lift up. So we are going back. And because I'm going back, I'm going to challenge myself and bring my feet a little closer to each other. and it's not going to be fun. So hands heart center, inhale, exhale, and we start going down, going down, going down. Oh yeah, this is challenging. They wanted to lift and I don't want to let them lift. Lifting the chest. And let's push up and come back up. Feet parallel, Tadasana. Nice and slowly, good. We're going to stretch our shoulders a little bit, so let's grab our straps or belts. Feet together. Now we're going to measure the distance between our shoulders and extend the arms. Remember coming into the Tadasana legs, so we are bringing the weight of the body towards the heels. The chest is lifting, the top of the thighs move back, and then we are slowly bringing the arms in front of us, parallel with the ground. From here, we try to bring those arms into the arm socket a little bit, and we are trying to pull the arms away from each other. So the arms are active. We are not just having the arms here, we are actively trying to separate the arms, extending through the entire torso and the legs. Good. And then slowly we're going to start bringing the arms overhead. Now the arms need to be stretched, so if we come up here and the elbows start bending, we don't want to bend the elbows like this. So what we do is we move the arms a little bit so we have more room. Good. Nice. Descending the shoulders. Remember your legs, they stay active. And then we're going to release a little bit more of the strap and bring the arms behind us a little bit. Still we're trying to separate those arms softly away from each other. Engaging the legs, lifting the chest. And slowly we are going to descend now, bringing the arms behind, a little lower. And slowly release. Cow face pose. Bringing the strap on our right shoulder. We're going to extend the arms. First it's going to be the right arm. It's extending towards the right. And then we're going to turn the arm from the shoulder. So they turn there. So the palm is up, turning from the shoulder. And then we bring the arm all the way towards our shoulder blades. Grabbing the strap. Then we take the left arm away from the body. Thumb is turning down. And we grab the strap behind. So we are taking the right elbow up. Lifting the right elbow, pointing towards the ceiling. And then rolling the left shoulder back. Open the chest, feel that stretch in your left shoulder. Roll the shoulder back. It's better if the hands are not too close to each other. But we're rolling the shoulder back. Nice. Keep lifting the chest. And release the left arm. And right arm up. Tadasana. Nice and slowly. The other side. So extending the left arm away from the body, turning from the shoulder, palm up, reaching up, grabbing the strap, taking the right arm away from the body, thumb down, and bring it behind. Grab the other strap, so both straps and grabbing. Like I say, you don't have to bring the hands too close to each other. Lifting the left elbow, lift the elbow, and then turn the right shoulder back, roll it back. Make sure that you are maintaining those shoulder blades flat on your back. Engage the quads, lift the chest, keep pointing up with the left elbow. And slowly release the left arm. And the right. And lower. Make sure that we place the weight of the body on the left leg. Right leg up, grabbing our right ankle. And placing the right heel in the left inner groin. Hip in, right knee diagonal towards the front. Take the arms away from the body. Turn palms up from the shoulder. And bring the arms overhead. You can have your arms parallel to each other if you can descend the shoulders down. That's more important really what we do with our neck and our shoulders than what our hands if they are touching or no. Shoulders, shoulders away from the ears, lifting the chest. Good. The right toes pointing towards the ground. Hips are hugging, spreading through the collarbones, opening the chest, broaden the chest, become really wide in your upper body. And slowly open your arms. And take your right foot down. Other side. Right leg is holding our weight. And lifting the left. Bending the left heel into the right inner groin. Right hip in. Ooh, these pants are slippery.
Mine are really too.
Oh, I don't like that. We gotta press a lot. To avoid that, you press a lot with the left heel into the right inner groin. Then the arms extend to the sides, palms up, and arms overhead. Once again, we practice the position of the arms where they are parallel to each other. They come back, they're trying to get behind our ears, and the shoulders descending, reaching up through the fingertips. Nice. Inhale and exhale. Hug those hips. Keep the legs straight, the right leg straight. Nice. It feels effortless when we can be in the good right alignment. And slowly we come down. Tadasana. Good. I want to do the finger to toe today also. So we can use that strap if we have to use it. So you remember to use this with the strap. We place the strap around the foot and we extend. That will be with the strap or without the strap, index and middle finger. So weight of the body on the left leg. Inhale, lift the right leg and grab your right big toe. Extending the left arm if that is needed and stretch the right leg. Lifting the chest, maintaining our alignment. Using the strap if we need, even if the leg doesn't come up too much. But we gotta stretch the bottom leg. And bending the right leg, coming down, feet parallel, and the other side, weight of the body on the right leg, bending the left, grabbing those toes, or placing the strap around the foot, the left foot, right arm away from the body, and stretch the left leg, right hip in, lifting the right kneecaps. And bending the left leg and coming down. Nice. So we're going to come to our mat and sit. So I wanted to practice today the shoulder stand. For you, Joanne, if you don't do the shoulder stand, I would like for you to place the blocks under like this. you're going to do the supported bridge, which is the one that you bend the legs, and you remember that you place the block under your tailbone, remember? That one.
Yeah.
That one. Like this. And for Patsy and I, we're going to bring that. Yeah, so you go in there, Joanne.
Yeah.
Get into that. So you can, it's a bridge pose. You're still doing a soft shoulder stand. Okay, so Patsy, prepare your blankets. And so Patsy, let me show you something before you jump into that. One really nice way to practice this that I learned at school that I love and I want to share with you is if we use a yoga strap and we prepare it like this in a loop, right, like this. So you have this in your hand and you start coming down in normal like we normally do. And then we have the strap in the hand, right? It's right here on my right. So then I measure the different, the 3 fingers between my shoulder and where the edge of the blankets are. Palms down, so I bring my knees towards the chest, and then I hoist my legs, and then I come on top of my shoulder, right, like we do normal, right? But here, I grab the strap, see? And I place it around my elbows. See that?
Okay.
So then, my elbows cannot move out. They are in. So then, when I place my hands behind me, I have the leverage where I can take my elbows don't go out, so I have way more balance, so then I can bring my legs up way better.
Okay.
And my arms don't move, so I have a super good, very good, the support is way better. And then you come down like this, and then you remove them, and you come down. Now, try it, you will see what I'm talking about. Nice. There we go. So bending the legs and placing block under here, the tailbone, and stretching. Shoulder blades under. And inhaling in through the nose. So keep inhaling in through the nose and out through the mouth. And then we're going to bend the legs and lift the hips, remove the block from under us, lowering the hips down. We are in the shoulder stand, slowly coming down. And we're going to take the arms towards the sides, align with the shoulders, and bringing the right leg across on top of the left, and draw those knees towards the left, the head comes towards the right, shoulders stay on the ground. Gentle twist. And then we bring the knees towards the center and we switch sides. Left leg crosses on top of the right. Trap the knees towards the right. Head moves towards the left. Shoulders relax, descending towards the ground. And bring the knees towards the center. And we're going to hug the knees in, squeezing the knees, rocking side to side a little bit. So we massage our lower back. And then we're going to grab our big toes and come into a happy baby, or grabbing from under the thighs. So we can open a little bit more our inner groins on the hips. Drawing those knees down. The back of the neck is relaxed and stretched, and the top of the shoulders come down. You should feel flat, the shoulder blades flat on the ground. And then release the feet, bring the feet on the ground, palms up, and let's come into Shavasana, corpse pose. So closing the eyes and stretching one leg at a time. Having the feet together first with the palms up. Inhale, really deep. And in the exhalation, release and let go. Release the feet towards the sides. Soften your eyebrows and your cheekbones, your cheeks. Soften your lips, the back of your head. Scan your body from head to toe and release and let go of every muscle that is trying to hold on. Because we are on the ground, so we don't need to hold our body. It's just resting and relax. And we go back inward, inhaling in through the nose and out through the mouth. And then start wiggling the fingers and the toes. And reaching with the toes away from the body and then reaching with the arms overhead. Reach and reach. Stretch. And then bending one leg at a time. Keeping the arms behind you, we're going to roll to a side so we can use the bottom arm as a pillow. And the top arm is going to help us to push up with the top hand so we can sit crossing the legs, extending through the sides of the waist, sitting on the sit bones, opening the chest, descending the shoulders, bringing the shoulder blades back, bring the hands heart center. Inhale, exhale through mouth. Namaste.